There hasn't been much to smile about in Tuscaloosa for the past couple of weeks, but the Tuscaloosa Comedy Crew is hoping to change that and raise some money for tornado relief. Brad Fisher's one of T-Town's funny men, and he's here to tell us about a benefit show at Brown's Corner. Funny men. I use that term loosely.
Well, we're all men so far. We're looking for some funny females, if there's any females who want to get in.
Oh, absolutely. The ladies can be hilarious.
They can.
And this is going to be a comedy show, and it's going to happen at Brown's Corner, and it's on the 20th, correct?
That is correct. It's on Friday the 20th. Doors open at 5. Show starts at 7. It'll be a gaggle of Tuscaloosa Comedy's crew, and we'll be opening for Dino Posey, who is well known up in the Birmingham circuit. He's agreed to come and perform for free. So there'll be me, Max Carr, Rick Dowling, Shannon Cook, and John Poole, I believe, will all be doing short sets, so you won't be there all night. Tickets are $20 a head, and the benefit, the tickets will be going to Coach Grant's Sweet Home charity.
There you go. Coach Anthony Grant.
Coach Anthony Grant,
basketball.
University of Alabama men's head basketball coach, Anthony Grant's Sweet Home Fund.
And that's on the web. People can search for it on Yahoo, and I think I've got the website on a graphic up here shortly. Well, Brad, let me ask you this real quick, and it's always really tough for comedians. Is it too early to joke about what's happened in Tuscaloosa? Can it be funny right now?
Well, I don't know how many of us are going to come out with material that's literally about
what happened.
About what happened. Although I've got a few. I've got a few. Mainly, taking shots at Walt and Kip Tyner. The usual suspects, as opposed to literal storm humor. But I think it is time for people to kind of let off some steam with a good night of fun for a good cause.
How do you gauge yourself on stuff like that? Like you said,
I'm not the one to ask. I always go a bridge too far.
Oh, really?
Usually Rick Dowling, who performs with me, is always he's always my test, and he's far more conservative than I am with that. And he always tells me, "Oh, dude, too far, too soon," and I do it anyway, and I die. And he says, "What did I tell you?" so I'm not the one to ask, but usually, you try to got to have a little bit of edge to it. You got to have taste, of course, but to some extent, you've got to talk about, just to bring it out. So we'll be talking about, stuff like, the police being in mourning because they lost their donut shop, for instance. I mean, obvious things like that without, obviously death and destruction.
Right.
Isn't humorous, but there's some other things about it. And I think a lot of us have just got material that we hope has been vetted and funny, that's not related to the storm, that will just let people maybe get out, see each other, maybe even talk about something other than the storm that seems to have, people are already talking about BT and PT, but before the tornado and post-tornado, it's about, was there a life before 2 weeks ago?
Right.
And that maybe people could get together and share a libation and a couple of laughs and maybe get their minds off of what's gone on in the town. Even if you haven't been directly affected. I mean, I live south of town. I didn't get any damage. I lost a shutter or two to the event on the 15th that we thought that was a tornado.
Well, there you are.
Hey, we didn't see when Mama came to town about what it was going to do. Maybe it's even for those of us who haven't been directly affected. I think we all have been affected. I mean, you just can't drive around the town and not feel it in your gut about what your town's been through.
Absolutely.
And I think it's time we think it's time to pop the valve and have a little fun and raise some money for a good cause.
All right. Well, it sounds like it's going to be therapeutic and a lot of fun. Brad, thank you for being
us
with
anyway.
Well, we'll see.
And maybe for Anthony Grant's fun.
Hopefully. The Tornado Benefit Comedy Show is Friday, May 20th at Brown's Corner. The laughs start at 7 p.m. Again, Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Tickets
that's
are
the plan.
Tickets are $20 at the door, and the proceeds go to benefit Coach Anthony Grant's Sweet Home Fund for tornado relief. You can find out more about it online at sweethomefund.com.